You got. All right. There we go. Gotta give him a second. We're on. Say hi. Hi. Talk to the mic. You gotta talk to the mic.
No, I didn't know we were
That's
talking
okay.
over the fantastic music you've planned for our program.
Oh, I love my music. My son loves these songs. I just don't want to
song
get
is this?
kicked
I
off.
can't even hear.
This is Coldplay. Talk live. You like Coldplay?
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, brother, I can't get through. Can I sing to you?
No.
Limo talk. It's me. Ins41, ins41.com, Bobby Ins41 Inzarello. To my right, board op extraordinaire Richard Zarelli is on his way in. We don't see her anymore. In the back,
She's the empty chair.
the empty chair now. She's for guests now. I don't even know if she's going to, I don't know. Is she going to be here on September 14th? She hasn't told me.
It's iffy, I bet.
It's iffy at most. And she said if I don't have anything going on, because she's got all these films that she's, making.
I mean, I go to the multiplex and all her movies are playing at the same time. I mean, it's like 12 screens, 12 Teresa's.
In the back,
You know.
the intern Vinny going to hang out with us tonight every once in a while. Hello, Vin. How are you? How's everything?
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
Doing all right?
I'm doing good.
We still your favorite show?
Daytime job.
Absolutely.
He's doing all right.
Man, he's the man. He's the man. I heard good things about intern Vinny.
We're hearing good things, Vinny. Good things. They're very encouraging.
And the owner of Strong Island TV, Bobby Lacerra, is also in the back. He's rating us tonight on a scale of 1 to 5.
Yeah, we're getting a report card.
We're getting a
tonight.
report card
It's
tonight.
nothing like getting a report card.
How was your week? Everything all right?
It was interesting. It was good.
Can I borrow your phone and share the show? Do you mind? Or are you...
No, not yet. Not yet.
things are a little...
Tense.
yeah.
Um,
I'm sorry. Oh, that's great. Maybe 20 minutes from now.
No, I did. Very interesting. Last night I did this. We just started, Rich.
There you go.
I did this thing. This show.
Come on. Go ahead.
The name of the band. A tease.
Nobody waits for me.
We were waiting.
We were waiting.
I mean,
We
you
did
know,
wait.
Lacerra said that a new rate was going to kick in if you didn't get here. You know, so.
He's in rare form. He's in rare.
Okay, now
rare
we're ready to go.
He's in rare form. I can tell you that.
So anyway, it's an 8-member Korean boy band, as they call it, and the whole audience was these girls. Is like just girls, just screaming their fucking heads off, and they're having a grand old time, which is nice to see. And that picture's way too close up. I can't stand it. But
I told them to give us different angles.
no,
It
that's
works
good.
for it's not bad. You're a good-looking man. You have to accept your on-stage presence. That's why I don't look at.
It's not about on stage service. I don't like anything close up. I hate it.
No, oh, okay. All right, so note to the intern. Intern is taking care of things.
What?
Intern, no close-ups for Bob Inzarello. Bobby
Never,
Inzarello.
never. I don't
Never.
like
He doesn't
it.
like it.
It's like
Roger
your whole fucking face. A 52-inch screen, whatever. A 52-inch face. I don't have a 52-inch face. I don't want my face to ever appear on a TV screen bigger than it is in real life.
What size is your face?
It's a normal
You're more
size.
of a 32?
I'm a 32. Yeah. I'm a 19 inch. I'm a 19 inch.
Are you an LG 32
an
inch
LG.
wall mounted?
Yeah, no, you know what it is? I'm a 19 inch Sylvania
So they
with a dial.
old school.
You know?
In the big box, the credenza
Yeah, in the
that was
box
in your living room?
where the father goes, when you're walking by in the living room, hey, change the channel. Can you change the channel? Put on 7. Put on 7.
Put on pics.
Get the
Yeah.
clicker.
So, yeah.
We were waiting for you, but
But we decided
we
not to.
decided just to go.
No, it
we
was
make
gonna-
it would make for better because we got to get out of here now. We started at like 8:55. We're out of here about 10:40 tonight. So you can go home to your families and go enjoy the rest of the evening. Or
Yeah, he had us in mind when he changed the time.
Yes.
I asked.
Absolutely, Bob. I was
I
just thinking
did.
that.
I
Yeah.
did.
I
He's
was.
probably like, how could I sell this idea of starting a little bit earlier? I'll tell them they can have family
Let's see.
time. They could get home, maybe even have some dinner with the family.
At 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
know what, boys?
whatever. Hey,
It's not
you know what? It's been a good week, though. It was. I started off my last week with Billy Joel. I ended it with Atiz.
Wasn't that the last show?
Yeah, the last show at the Garden was very good.
Is that really going to be the last show?
No, it's not. He never said it was going to be the last show. It was the last show of the residency.
Right.
So
Right.
when
Not
that's over,
necessarily- yeah.
which it now is, he can go do whatever he wants. He can show up there whenever he feels like it. I mean, 74, 75 years old.
Yeah.
And who the
And
heck
he-
says you
and
got
he's
to do
moving.
something every week?
I played.
And that was the biggest
He
concern.
sold his
He
Long
sold his
Island-
house in Long
yeah.
Island. He's moving to Florida.
That's it.
I played this for you. I just want to let you know.
I don't know what it is.
If you want to listen for the headphone, put it on the side. Would you like to listen on the side?
Oh, that's good.
I was thinking of you. No, I'm going to give it to you because I have to
Oh.
share the show and talk to everybody, which nobody else
All right.
does.
I talk to people.
I'm. This is for me. In what
I
way?
thought you were a Genesis fan.
Phil Collins.
Yeah, I thought you were a Phil Collins fan. What? No?
No, I like old Genesis, like Peter Gabriel Genesis.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I guess
I do like some things with Phil Collins, but
I can show you. I can show you.
What was your? Did you like solo Phil Collins or Genesis Phil Collins?
oh, Genesis Phil Collins, solo Phil
so did
Collins
I.
to me.
I like Genesis Phil Collins. I
Yeah.
like some of the solo stuff, but
Why? Susu
I was
Studios.
more of a-
that is a fucking ridiculous song.
I'll play that. Thank you. I'll play it live
get
too.
that on the playlist right away.
Just because you said
What
that.
the fuck is Susu Studio?
And live.
You know, I made a joke one time. I went with Pat Delina. We went a bunch of guys. We went to. What are they calling it now? The Westbury Music Fair. I don't even know.
Still
what-
the West.
It's like the Northwell or North
Yeah,
Fork.
no, New York, NYC Live. or
NYCB Live.
Yeah. So anyway, we go there to see this band called the Musical Box, which does live, a perfect replicas of all Genesis concerts.
Okay.
So they're doing the show, and they were doing some Phil Collins Genesis.
Okay.
And
Okay.
they were doing like I think Seconds Out. One of the songs that are off the live album.
Thank you.
And or a greatest hits version of a lot. So I'm yelling out in the crowd. I yell out, "Susudio!" You know, like to play it, and everybody, and just to show you what people think of the song, they all laugh because they know it's a ridiculous, stupid song.
Why? This is. What's the problem?
Well,
Hey,
it's a
All
little
right, let me tell
repetitive.
you why this song sucks. It's an absolute remake of a Prince song.
oh, I didn't know that.
Is it really?
Well, you know
didn't
what?
know
I
that.
want to ask. I want to ask like Lacera in the
No,
back.
it's just it takes the Prince sound.
Bobby Lacera, I know you're a music buff. Do you like Susu Studio by
buff.
Phil Collins?
You got to be a buff.
How do you gotta be? What do you gotta do to be a buff?
You gotta just get obsessed with something.
Vinny, you could talk for him, Vin. Just ask him the question.
That was the
He
Seinfeld
says
episode.
he hates
Right.
it.
He hates it. Bobby Lacera hates it.
I do too. Because to me, it's everything Genesis should never have been.
Yeah, it's like a pop.
This is like
Genesis.
fucking disco.
Right.
I'm a big fan of Abacab by Genesis.
Abacab.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what?
Abacab.
We're going to switch over to you.
Again, another song. What the fuck does that song mean?
I don't know, but
Abacab.
I play the drums and it's got a great beat and it's fun to play too, so I like it.
All right. Well, I'll give you that. Abacab's better than this. Susu Studio, to me, sounds like something that would have been in a disco. And that's not Genesis. Susu
Who makes?
Studio.
Who did Abacab?
Genesis.
Why isn't that
But
coming?
it's a Phil Collins Genesis song.
Oh, here it is. All right. Hold on.
When you tell you you're never there, Abacab you anywhere.
I gotta get. I try to get the live version. Hold on. Oh, all right.
What is it?
We can talk over it. We can't get in trouble.
Oh, really?
All right, we don't need it. It is a great drum beat.
Right.
You're not a
This
fan?
brilliant NASA invention is taking the photography world.
Wow. All right. I don't think it did.
Look, the thing is, if you're a Genesis fan, you don't want that. All right, Genesis, the people that sucked into Genesis in the beginning and started getting into it was very progressive, different kind of rock and roll music that, it got deep. Peter Gabriel very deep kind of music. But Phil Collins turned it into a pop band.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. His first album with them, which was A Trick of the Tail,
Yeah.
excellent album. Because he tried to stick with the Gabriel sense, the Gabriel way. And then he went off, little by little, he went off on being Phil Collins, the pop star. And doing songs like, Easy Lover, I got a hold on you, believe it. She's like no other.
Hold on,
Before you know it, you'll be on your knees. Down on your knees. Get the fuck out of here. You know it's a great song?
What?
If I was looking to listen to that kind of music.
Go ahead. What is that?
Oh, I said
Easy-
that's a great song.
Easy Lover?
Yeah. And it's like shit like Against All Odds, which is like the most depressing fucking song you could ever listen to.
Yeah,
Where
some
you
of the
just wanna-
stuff is,
You just want to slit your throat listening to it.
See, I'm a little surprised by all this because you like yacht rocks, right?
Yeah, I don't like songs that
It's-
make me want to just jump off the fucking yacht.
All right, it's not
and
yacht
become
rocks.
and become an anchor.
It's yacht
you know?
rock.
Oh, it's not yacht rocks. It's yacht rock.
No, it's not
It's
multiple rocks.
yacht rock radio.
There you go.
It's all kinds of songs you would listen to on the yacht.
Only as Thurston Howell III could.
And Thurston
Describe.
Howell III is the DJ
He
for
really
yacht
is.
rock.
He really is.
Do you listen to it often? No, yeah.
I do.
You?
Oh, absolutely, every day.
I mean, they've added some stuff that
flip
I'm not
by
thrilled
and
with.
I don't listen to it constantly.
No, neither do I.
But
anymore.
it's on my presets and
You
I
Christopher
frequent
Cross.
it for sure.
Oh, sailing
Takes
takes
me
me away to where I'll know.
And one of the greatest songs. See now, if
Please
Phil
get
Collins, if Genesis wouldn't do this song, but this is one of my favorite songs ever. Is called "This Is It" by Kenny Loggins. I love that fucking
Yeah,
song.
Oh, I
that's a
played it.
great.
I
That's a great
love
song.
that song.
That's on there too.
And that's what I expect from Kenny Loggins. I expect Kenny Loggins to sing "I'm all right, nobody worry about me." I love that. But I don't expect Genesis to do that, and that's not why I go to a Genesis show to hear that.
So Greg DiFilippo says, "What's up, boys? Good evening, Dan Ronte. He wants to know, damn, I wonder how Bob felt when the Jackson 5 split up and Michael went his own way."
I was neither thrilled with Jackson 5 or the Jackson 1.
Well, the Jackson one.
Taz, the resident artist, saying hello, saying sup, what's going on? Share the show, give us a like, and give us a love. Thanks, guys.
Always nice. Love our Limo Talk loyal listeners.
Now, what is this now? This is sailing. This
Yeah.
is Kristen.
This is a little different, though. It really has to get going.
All right, we got to talk over it, too.
Yes.
All right?
This is him warming up to do sailing in his living room.
No, it's
Oh.
actually a Sirius XM small stage series. It's actually in front of a very small audience.
Of 3.
No, I would say there's probably
250. Yeah, that's
yeah.
they fit
it's
about.
a few hundred.
I've been in that.
You hear that kind of clapping for the
What?
song.
When were you there? During your days at Opie and Anthony?
Yes.
I knew that was going to come up. Do you notice how that comes
No,
up every
actually-
show? Bob?
Actually, it wasn't. It was Pharrell.
Is it just me?
It was Pharrell, by
Oh,
the way. It was
well,
Pharrell.
name
not
drop,
Opie.
name drop.
It was Pharrell.
Name drop.
He had to name another one.
Yeah.
Name drop.
Well,
Pharrell.
It's Pharrell. It was Pharrell. I wasn't
Yeah.
there with Opie and Anthony.
Yeah, it's Pharrell.
I was at NEW with Opie and Anthony. I was
NEW,
at Sirius
another
X.
name.
I was at Sirius XM with Pharrell on the bench. Hey, shot the beer, shot the beer, shot the beer. Puke. I miss that guy. Hold on. I miss him a lot.
I mean, catch him on Sports Grid,
Yeah, sports grid.
right?
Yeah, can I have my sailing? I thought sailing was coming on.
I thought it was too.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Don't know.
I was worried about it. Oh, sailing
Wow.
takes me away.
Well, share the show, folks. Definitely share the show. Taz, the resident artist, checking in. Not sure if she's in the mood to draw tonight, but I'm sure Bobby would love to,
Yeah, I'd love to
See
see, one of
something
her
special.
sketches.
nail another one.
Mr.
so-
Cumia, which is Taz. Yeah, Mr. Cumia. He's the reason why I'm not there anymore, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, actually, you're the reason you're not there anymore.
Yeah, drugs is a terrible
Thanks to
thing.
his sister.
Bobby, do you feel like the
comment.
Mets this week was the start?
Of the end.
Yes. I
Um,
really did. I did.
That's it. It's over.
I had a
But
feeling.
you don't believe me when I tell you they're just a 500 team. I mean, that's really that. I'm really impressed with Lindor though lately. I have been, and but
He is playing well.
It's still not $341 million worth of baseball there. But the thing is, I am not impressed with Pete Alonso at all.
He's not getting Pete Alonso is not getting.
I mean, he's supposed to be the main cog on this team. When this team is really good, Pete Alonso will be batting seventh.
Okay.
That's a good team.
Because
Pete Alonso batting seventh, which I would love to see the day come.
Right.
He's still on the team and he's batting seventh or sixth. I'd love to see that, or at best fifth. But he is not. He's not somebody you can count on in the clutch. You can't.
I miss Mauricio. They miss Mauricio. I think Mauricio would have been just
Mauricio, he did nothing in the major
I
league.
just think Mauricio would
It's
have
like
been.
saying, I really miss Brian Taylor as a
I
Yankee
think
fan.
Mauricio would have been just like Vientos. Vientos.
Todd Zeal.
I miss Todd Zeal.
Nah, I miss Mauricio. That's what I'm saying. That's
Vientos has been way above what I thought he would be, but he's better than Beatty right now. So, okay, so he's been an improvement at third. But you're looking at a team that's plugging in guys. Winker? This is our big deal? Winker? They didn't make a trade thinking they were winning anything this year.
Yeah, you could just see the actions at the deadline.
Yankees picked up Chisholm, who sparked their offense and defense.
What offense? You know they walked Judge 3 or 4 more times
Well, if
today
any team had
intentionally.
any brain,
And it's the smartest thing teams are
It
doing.
is smart.
It started with the Mets series because the Mets
the
were
Mets
really
showed them that.
the Mets showed the roadmap
You can beat
for
the
that.
Yankees if you keep
If you-
walking Judge.
Right.
Pitch around Judge.
Well, you pitch around Soto. Okay, you're going to give up a home
I
run.
would
If
go
there's
after
nobody on
Soto
base.
because I'm not as scared as him as I am of Judge. So I'd pitch to Soto and then go pitch around Judge.
Well, he had another opposite field home run.
he is the
today.
greatest. He is.
I mean, what
Judge
he's
is
doing
Judge
is
is that.
Did
What
they
he's,
win today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Judge is
they
just.
won,
Judge
was
is
it-
that good, man. Judge is just that good.
4-3.
I don't know, but I know they won. And Judge is just. It's to watch him. What he's doing is.
The fact that these teams are walking him left and right, his on base percentage is going to be ridiculous with the intentional walks. But listen, it's a smart move because if you pitch around them, I mean, what other lineup do we really have?
That
Well,
contract.
that's what I'm saying. Chisholm adds a little more power.
He does, but
Um,
other than him, who are you afraid of in the Yankee lineup?
right now.
Judge, Soto, and maybe Chisholm right now.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
they made a trade that bolstered their offense. They did. And the offense, I mean, you got a good game out of DJ LeMahieu the other day, 6 RBIs, a grand slam.
Yeah.
I mean, but he was due. Way overdue.
What, 3 years about?
He was
3 years
over-
due?
Yeah. And Volpe has been,
Yeah.
I
He has
can't-
not been.
I
I mean,
actually-
he's had his moments.
I think that Chisholm. I think that move puts them over the top. I think he's going to hit 20 home runs the rest of the year. And he's going to be something different to that team.
Over
He
the
adds-
top
wait a
of
minute.
what?
He adds- he's-
Hold on. Over the top of what?
He's going to
Wait,
put them.
wait.
He's going to put
Like,
them.
what do you think they would achieve?
I think they're going to. I think they got a good chance to make the World Series. Even.
I think they're going.
all right.
I still do. I said it all
You
along.
still say the Yankees are going to World Series?
Yeah.
Well, and you say that because you think who else in the American League is?
They're still better than the other teams. They can beat Baltimore. They showed that. They can beat Phillies.
They did beat the Phillies.
One of your biggest fans is saying hello to you from Hong Kong. Yo, I'm on the ferry to Hong Kong, then transitioning to Vietnam. Dr. Lawrence Sherman, who is a big fan of you, says hello.
Hi, Lawrence Sherman, Dr. Sherman.
He says, I hope you guys are good. I'm listening on Facebook.
He's on the slow boat to China.
He's on a ferry to Hong Kong, then transitioning to Vietnam. So we being heard in Hong Kong
like you
right now.
transitioning right now as we speak.
He's a big fan of yours. He said, say hello to Inns.
I
just-
like that. Thank you so much,
Dr. Lawrence Showman.
Dr. Lawrence.
All right, so
Very nice.
he says hello. So we're in. I want to know from DiFilippo. He'll let us know where he's got us in tonight. Last week he had us in. I think we were in Hong Kong last week. Well, we'll find out anytime soon. All right, Kamala Trump
Oh my God.
dead even.
Oh boy.
Swing states. It was announced today.
Look, I'm at a point right now where I'm so disappointed in American public that they actually even consider voting to this moron, this absolute fool, this buffoon. She's absolutely stupid. She's pathetically stupid. Terminally stupid. The whole, what is her little phrase? What can be, I'm burdened by what has been. What can be, I'm burdened by what has been. What can be, over and over, everywhere she fucking goes, like it's some sort of brilliant statement. What does it even mean?
Okay.
What can, and then the passage of time. Look through YouTube. Look through all those quotes and all the shit about her. Read about it. She's a pathetic lump of shit. She is.
Oh my God, that's Bobby and Sorello's point of view.
Well, listen, I mean,
The views of Limo Talk are not the views of Bobby and Sorello. I didn't say. I can't say she's a lump of shit. She's done.
I just said she's a lump of shit.
Oh my God. Please.
I think through all of the anger, there's a lot of truth.
What anger? I'm not angry.
You
I'm
sound a little
disappointed.
angry.
I'm disappointed with the American public how stupid they are.
Well, I could see how you'd be angry
the
at
fact
them.
that women are going to sit there and tell me that they're going to vote for her because you got to vote for women.
Right.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. She tries to say she's black. She tries to say she's Indian, whatever the hell she wants to be. But she always said she was Indian. She never said she was black, as Trump put it. Right? She never said she was black until recently she's saying, oh, I'm black. Okay, great. So what she's saying is vote for me if you're black because I'm black. So basically what we're really saying is take the words of Martin Luther King, who said a long time ago, which was the greatest phrase. He says judge somebody or vote for somebody not by the color of their skin or their ethnicity, but by the content of their character. Right. What is the content of this fucking bitch's character? What? What is the content of her character? What she did was she was blowing Willie Brown. Allegedly, she was. Montel Williams. She was the call girl at all the parties.
That I heard.
P. Diddy.
I heard she was a call girl for Montel
She's
Williams.
with P. Diddy, who's basically allegedly,
and she, and she is just
a big scandal.
And she's just a fucking hoe. And she is now being considered for the presidency of the United States. Never got one electoral vote from anyone.
Right.
No delegates ever put their votes.
That's the biggest thing that
she's just
people should get. And they don't. They just want to blindly vote for her.
The chosen Democrat elites
Nobody
wanted her
this.
there so that she can be their puppet.
Yep.
Because Biden was a great puppet, but now he looks just buffoonish. So they had to get rid of him and get somebody who could all day long, the fucking Joker. Just absolute ass clown.
She has nothing to say. There's no context.
She's an absolute ass clown.
It really
You
isn't.
want this person negotiating with Iraq, Iran, Russia. You want her negotiating deals with China. You want her to go to the table and talk about what we were going to do militarily if so-and-so does something against our Constitution, or our right to be a free nation. You want her at the table?
We're in.
Come on.
Taz, the resident artist, says yes, Sins. Don't care. She's a chick. Don't like chicks that use their body to get up in life.
Well, the term was she sucks seed to suck seed.
We're in Kayang.
What does that mean?
Suck seed.
Yeah, well, I get that part.
To succeed.
Oh, to succeed. Gotcha.
We're in
saying to succeed.
We're in Kayang Ting, which is the rice paddy capital of Vietnam. Just so you know tonight.
I'm sorry, Doctor.
No, that's from Greg DiFilippo. He's putting us in the same area that Dr. Sherman's going
No,
to.
I don't want to come off as some. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm at a point
Well, that's
right
what I
now.
mean. You're coming off as a little angry,
If you
but-
can't come off, if you can't sit here, if 75% of this nation can't turn around right now and go vote for Donald Trump because he's just the smarter choice, if you can't see that, there's no help for you.
Well, they don't want to see that.
There's no help.
They don't want to know what's better for the country. They just want to know, I want to vote for that person because I don't like this person. It's come down to a personality contest like everything else, not a qualification contest.
Let me ask you something.
She has no qualification.
Time out.
Well, what timeout?
I want to ask you guys a question. If you come to a debate and she does well in the debate.
She already backed out of it.
Okay, but if there was a debate.
Because she wants it to be softball questions like CNN will ask. She didn't want an audience. She doesn't want to do it on Fox because she knows they'll be hardballing.
I would love to see a debate with her and Trump.
I would like to see. I thought that once you saw what happened to Biden, that you knew that he was in trouble right from the debate. So why not have her and Trump
He offered
I know, but he will only do it on Fox News.
because they did the first one on CNN.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, I'd like to see that because I think that you might. I didn't say you will, and I don't not say that you're definitely gonna.
You're actually sitting here as if there's some sort of credibility to her.
No, I
candidacy.
want to see her perform. That's all I.
You don't need to see anymore.
I don't ever see her on
You
TV.
want to give her a shot.
I gave Biden just a shot, just to see.
Like you just want to see.
I'm out.
You
That's
don't.
what I'm saying.
You don't think your
you're
mind
talking
is,
like
hold
the
on,
other.
so-
You're talking about the other pacifists, the other lame ducks in this country. That's what you're talking like. You want to see what she's got? I'll tell you what she's got. She got a history of 35, 40 years of nothing.
I'm trying to be nice. Bruno says.
Why?
She's never been elected to a position. Do you realize that? She's never
been a senator.
The only thing she was a senator, and she was a district attorney in San Francisco, of all places.
And as Trump says,
She turned San Francisco into a shithole.
she did.
She did. She was part of the problem. Her and Pelosi, the whole lot of them.
We're in Feinmerken, Germany.
And if you believe these polls, if those polls are accurate, which I don't know where you're getting them from, because the bottom line is he's leading in all the swing states.
I get alerts every day.
From who?
I get alerts from the show. I get alerts from.
What is the source of the news?
Hold on, I'll tell you right
That's
now.
really the question.
I'll tell you in a minute.
If there are 50% of people, then I'm just quitting. If 50% of the people are saying that they want to vote for her, they think she's a viable candidate, I'm out.
Action News.
Action News, what is that?
I don't know.
Action News.
U.S. and allies prepare to defend Israel as Netanyahu
Another thing.
says it's
Another-
already in
oh,
motion.
Here's another thing. You're on
Another
the
thing.
brink of an expanded war right now.
Right now, we are really on the brink of a major
And Joe
war.
Biden's going to finish the job. Remember that.
We're going to finish the
He's going to
job.
finish the job.
Listen, the bottom
This
line.
thing is going out of control, but he's finishing the job.
The bottom line on this one is, too, this is what bothers me about Jewish people. Sorry. How can you vote for anyone who doesn't, how can you vote against anyone who supports you the way Trump does? And vote for someone who does nothing but hate you the way Harris and Biden have? How could you even support a person like that? Yet they will.
They will.
Yet they will.
Blindly.
Because they're supposed to? Or are they just self-hating? Are they just self-loathing people that just want to support this bag of crap? I mean, you got a guy who's willing to go to the mat for you. He's been the greatest friend to Israel that I can ever remember in my all the times I've been following politics. And yet they're going to talk against him? Stop. Please. Then there's something seriously wrong with people.
There is. And that's really the problem. You have a lack of morality with people. You have a lack of faith. You have a lack of a lot of different things that cause people to just run blindly to this and base their decisions.
I'm going to leave it. I'll leave it
Seriously,
at that.
this could get very dangerous if
it's already
she
dangerous.
actually gets elected.
It's bad. It's bad.
That's bad. And I don't mean people, causing some problem because she was the one elected. I'm saying her views and the way that she sees America
We'll be done.
will be over, finished.
That's what they want, though. See, that's what the elite and the Democratic Party
They don't
want.
agree with something.
They
They want
want-
to dismantle it. They want to dismantle the Supreme Court now, right?
I
It
know.
hasn't been good for
They are all
all this
par-
time. Now all of a sudden we got to take apart the Supreme Court because we don't like it.
They are part of a plan for a new world order.
I
That's
see
right.
that.
They are
It
part of a
is.
plan for
That's what's happening.
world government. They want a centralized world government that's run, and they want to be part of it.
Say goodbye to America.
So the deal is with these Democrats that want to do this. The deal is, and not only just Democrats, there's some Republicans too, that they just want to be part of it and say they went along with the program. Don't forget me when there's a whole new world order that some one person is running the entire show, the world government. That's what they want. That's what they want.
Joan Croupier is saying hello. Bruno Capolo. Everybody's saying, hey, hashtag Kamala the Clown from Bruno. Taz wants me to call her a slut. Not
She
Taz.
is a slut.
Not Taz. Oh, my God. Mr. Capolo. From,
She does. Taz in caps, lobbying for grass to call her a slut.
they really believe that Republican and conservatives are
It's not
fascists.
even about that.
Fascists.
It's really
Fascists.
not.
Oh, God. I can't even speak anymore.
It's not about that. It's about what we just touched on and Bobby touched on is the way that she sees America and the way that these people want it to go. It's dangerous. And I don't mean to be like panicky, but if you really look at what's going on and take a step back and just kind of look at it from a higher, this is what they're doing.
I mean, if you put on shows on Fox and everybody goes, oh, Fox at least gives you the truth. And the thing is, you watch Jesse Waters or you watch Sean Hannity, and you get the facts. You get the real story. You don't get some twisted view of it. You look at what just happened with Trump with the assassination attempt, right? That he could have been very well dead. And bottom line is, there's some major conspiracy here. There is a major conspiracy.
And nobody talks about it.
And no, this Fox talks about it every day.
Yeah.
And the Secret Service is totally covering up.
Mm-hmm.
Totally covering up.
So you think that this was?
Oh, definitely. It's a big scheme. It's a big fucking plot to get rid of Trump. And it failed. And don't you think it's quite odd that shortly after this coup on Trump, this assassination attempt failed, the whole Democratic Party turned upside down?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of wild.
They went to Plan B.
They didn't expect it to go wrong. They figured with him out of the way, they got a clear path.
If Trump's dead, Joe Biden becomes the next president again.
You think so?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. The plan didn't work. You couldn't throw him in jail. You couldn't lock him up.
They tried everything.
You couldn't get him to not run for president just because you had all these BS charges. I mean, look at all the things that they have thrown at this guy.
What you just said is exactly what the plan was. They figured if they threw enough shit at him, he'd back out. That he'd say, I can't do this anymore.
I'm done.
I'm sorry.
And then they stick with Biden.
You ruined my life. I'm done. But he never did. And they're like, what the fuck?
The guy's an animal.
Go away.
They tried everything. Then they shoot at him. They fucking shoot at him. And what does he do instead of saying, you know what? I can't do this anymore.
I was looking at my chart over here.
He's going to go. Instead of turning away and saying, I'm not doing this anymore, he got up and he went like this. Fight.
Mm-hmm.
Fight.
Yeah.
Fight. How the fuck do you beat a guy like that? You got to kill him.
In that moment, you got to think what's going through his head is who's doing this. At that moment, right? I just had bullets whiz by my head. Right.
He knows.
He's living it every day.
I heard Harris will be in the studio next Tuesday doing an interview.
Come on in.
What can be?
I'd love to have her.
Unburdened by what has been.
That would be phenomenal.
Fran Gatto says anyone who votes for her needs their head examined.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you something else, too.
Taz says, honestly, America hasn't been America since 2008, but what led to this was Woodrow Wilson's bringing back taxes. Woodrow Wilson bringing back taxes.
Okay, fuck him, too. But we're going 60, 70 years ago, 80 years ago.
But that starts the trend.
But the thing is, I like J.D. Vance, I do, but I don't necessarily agree with the choice of J.D. Vance as the VP. I thought he should have gone with.
I'm gonna open it.
He should have gone with like a Candace Owens type.
So he should have went with a woman.
Someone who's really, really sharp on issues, and he might be, but Tim Scott.
Greg D. Filippo said that Kamala Harris is going on See You Next Tuesday this week on Tuesday night.
Line of the night, folks. Try and top it.
Mike Butts.
Go ahead, I dare you.
I told Bobby, wait, hold on. Hear me out on this. Mike Bott giving me like 9 fucking. Fran Gatto says, I'm glad you are addressing this to raise awareness. Chris Smith, Taz, the resident artist mother, is also on here. Hey, guys, share the show. I told Bobby Lacerra that he should take one show during the week in October, right before the election, and do lefties versus righties. Do like See You Next Tuesday. Kathy Arnold, Emily Santosis, and say Nancy Rizzuti on one side, and then you'll have you two, maybe bring in Pat Walsh, the 3 is, and you go against them, and whoever's on the left side comes on the mic and says what they want to feel, and I'll be the moderator because
you're Switzerland and everything.
I'm not Switzerland,
right.
Bobby. I want fucking kindness. I want love for everybody.
You're not going to get it until you get rid of these people.
I know, but I can't be saying on my show she's a bag of shit.
I just did.
I know you did.
You don't have
it
to
didn't
say
come
it.
out of my mouth. Trust me, I got people watching from all over.
Why can't you say she's a bag of shit? Say she's a bag of shit.
No.
Say it, bag of shit.
Bobby
Bag of
Hintz.
shit. B-O-S. Bag of shit.
All right.
Bag of shit. Bag of shit.
All right. Bruno says Bobby Inns' all predictions have come true. That's from Bruno.
Thank you. He's
Except for
right.
the Rangers
Thank
winning
you.
the Stanley Cup, Bruno.
And they should have. And they should have.
But it didn't come true.
So what?
Well,
The
When you
Dallas,
make a
the
prediction-
Dallas came
A
through.
prediction is not something that you can put your house on. You know, you don't bet your house. You just don't.
no, I know.
You
but
know
I'm
why
just
you
saying.
don't bet your house? Because it's only a prediction.
Guess it's, yeah, exactly.
Fran Gatto wants us
They
to
could
talk
lose.
about the issues. What's the issues? The issues is right where we're right
All right,
now.
look.
what-
Here's the
what-
other thing. This is
go
why I
ahead.
ask. I ask
That's a
Democrats.
great question.
I ask Democrats this all the time. I go, okay,
Let's talk
you want to
about
vote for Joe Biden? Tell me what's dear to your heart about things Joe Biden believes in. Tell me what's dear to your heart. Tell me what really makes you say, oh, I want to vote for this guy. Now that he's gone, tell me what's dear to your heart about what the beliefs Kamala. Come on,
Yeah,
come on,
let's
me.
talk about him.
Kamala Harris really thinks, really feels. What's her policies? What's her plans? But I
Let's
can
hear
tell
it.
you,
I don't know.
can tell you what Trump wants to do. Trump wants to close the borders and get people in here coming into this country the legal way, the right way, through the proper channels. Okay? Not free, open borders. He wants to build a wall. Great, build the wall. I'm all for it. Love that. I'm tired of people coming in this country and just taking shit. I'm tired of people coming in here and getting free fucking cell phones and vouchers to go buy food at the grocery store and getting free hotels and getting bussed all over the fucking country and living in splendor, as opposed to people who went in the military and are living under a bridge.
I agree.
All right? Nobody cares, right? I'm tired of that. I'm tired of this talk.
There's an issue.
I'm tired of talk of electric fucking cars when the bottom line is nobody understands that to make the electric for the cars, you have to use fuel.
You're getting a standing ovation from Debbie Broderick.
All right?
Thomas.
true.
You have to use fuel to make. Plus, an electric car. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to control you. They're trying to control your every move. To sometimes, from what I understand, to charge up some of these electric cars for a long trip, you got to fucking put it in the garage for 2 days to charge it up.
You got people talking over here, just so you know. Fran Gatto wants to know. Well, I
I'm in the
understand,
middle of-
but you're in the middle of talking, and they want to. Why does my dad have to pay for his money, supplemental medical, and they all get it for free?
That's the other thing.
the other
all right,
thing.
so all right, that was part of what I said about people coming in here and getting free medical. And she sits there and she says she believes in it, that they should get free medical insurance. Anybody who comes on this soil, on American soil,
I mean, that's all you have to do is
should
put
have
a toe on
should
it.
have health insurance. You're gonna come in here and get free health insurance. You're gonna jump over a border that was supposed to be that you're not supposed to come over unless you've been approved to come over and you've been screened. The people coming in here, they're raping and killing little kids, and nobody cares.
Nobody's outraged.
Nobody cares. And I don't want to talk about the past, how this land was obtained. I don't care. We've got a constitution now that was started in the late 1700s and the 1800s, and it was put together and was established. And there were rules made, and they should be followed. They're not followed anymore. But the other thing is, all right, diplomacy. You know, America comes first. That's what you got to do. You got to make jobs here. You got to put American people to work at jobs that are in America, building shit that's made in America by Americans or American citizens. MAGA isn't about make America great again like it was in 1950. Make America great again is make America great the way it was industrially, financially.
On the world stage.
Right? For everyone. Black, white, Indian, everything. Everybody who's a citizen here. Anybody who came across a border the legitimate way. Right?
Yep.
It's make America great for them too. Everybody wants to just think, oh, that means just for the old established people. No. It's for anyone who's legitimately a citizen of the United States. Bring jobs here. Not let's go outsource to fucking China because we want to be nice to China and send them our money and buy their shitty products. And I mean shitty products. Now we're buying stuff from fucking Vietnam. We're buying stuff from all over the place, but we're not making shit here. And Trump started to do that again, making cars that were efficient here. Now, you can't say to me that you want to go, you want to go to electric cars, and I'm going to tell you that electric cars are a bad idea. They're not a bad idea, but you got to slowly introduce them and perfect it.
Well, you have a question. Somebody
They have their purpose.
Thomas
You know,
Pons
that's for sure.
But you can't eliminate one and just rely on the other without phasing in and phasing out slowly. It's always got to be done as a slow process. But you can't phase the other one out completely. Gas cars are what some people like and they want.
Make it hybrid.
They should
Forget
be
the
able.
hybrid.
Why? I think the hybrid's good. You got either way.
Whatever.
Why is
If
it
you want
horrible?
I don't care if you want a hybrid or electric. Everything has its use, and if somebody
If
has
you
a good
want a
use
gas
for it,
car, you're not
then
going
they
to happy
should.
with a hybrid.
All
right.
right. Thomas Palmieri said two things. We should have the pizza man Dan Romano on the show.
All right,
What
come on.
about-
And wait, he else wants to know what about the amount of land that has to be mined to make the batteries?
Oh, forget about it.
Yeah.
Where are all these batteries going? Who's got the money for these fucking batteries? You realize some of these batteries cost $15,000, $20,000?
$19,000.
Yeah, to replace the batteries in your car.
They don't get it. People just don't get it. I bought a car for $70,000. It's got a battery, and I'm helping the environment. No, you're not helping the environment. Number
No.
one. Number one, you're not.
You're not.
You're not.
Not even
this
close.
fucking environment is going to go on no matter what the fuck we do. Okay? And when your battery is fucked up, or in the middle of a snowstorm, your car suddenly doesn't start, what's somebody going to do for you? You can't even get it going. Battery's dead. Then what? Somebody going to bring you a $15,000 battery, $20,000 battery in the middle of a snowstorm? Ain't happening. It ain't happening. Like Trump said, now they want to make military tanks electric. He goes, because it's better for the environment. He goes, so we're going to go in there. We're going to blow the
Better for
shit
the-
out of their town.
Right. We're gonna-
Blow up everything.
Body
blow up
limbs
buildings,
flying everywhere.
people dead in the streets, buildings blown down. But we're going to do it very environmentally friendly.
Yes.
What the fuck
can
are
have
we
a-
talking about?
And have an electric tank.
What the fuck are we talking
Do you
about?
think these other countries are
I really-
doing the same stuff?
I stirred you up, huh?
Oh, my God.
I
Well,
stirred
because
you
these
up.
people,
He gets annoyed. I try to.
I'm not annoyed. You see, you keep labeling this. You're not labeling. This is my fucking beliefs, man.
All right.
That's it.
Okay.
Don't sit there going, oh, he's all mad, he's pissed off, he's angry. I'm not angry. Angry's a bad word. Fucking bad word. You call people angry when you want to piss them off more. All right? I'm not angry. I'm fed up with this shit. I'm fed up with stupidity. Fed up with stupid fucking people. I really am. That just fucking buying the bill of goods. They want to out. If you are for world government where we're really just a pawn in the play, then maybe that's just for you. That's fine. But I want to see America come first. I want to see jobs here. We have the resources. We have all the environmental. It's like an environmental paradise here, right? Of things that we are able to do based on our environment, right? So we can do what we want and build. Other countries resent and hate us for what we're capable of doing. Plus, we had the greatest government in the world at one point. Constitution that gave people freedom to go out and make your own business, make your own life. Make your own life. They don't want you to have your own life. I'm for that. I'm for somebody going out, taking their money, investing it, putting all the chips on the table, and saying, I have a great idea, and I'm going to make something great, and people are going to buy it, and I'm going to make a fucking fortune. Good for you. Can't do that anywhere else.
Well, Ann Rotney says, amen, ins. Taz, the resident artist, says, yes, ins. How about when they catch fire? What happens then? From Thomas
Oh,
Palmieri.
they flame up like you wouldn't believe.
I
But
was
the
gonna
Dems
say.
want reproductive rights.
All right, that's
honestly,
another thing.
Honestly, the fire departments, there's a lot of them across the country are having trouble with, dealing with these batteries when these electric cars do go on fire. There's like new whatever
there's like-
techniques
there's like
and
a foam.
training and right. There's like but they
You can't
said
put
it-
out water.
but it keeps going. Like even when
It
they think
it
it's out,
reignites.
it reignites again because of something, the chemicals or whatever that's in the batteries.
You know, and
chemicals,
now,
by the
and
way.
Oddly enough, and there's so many videos of us saying she's against it, against fracking, right? Now
Right.
she's saying, I'm not against fracking. I never said that. Bullshit, you said it.
She said it.
So did Biden, against fracking. You know what fracking is?
In Pennsylvania,
What is fracking?
I know what it is.
What is it?
It's when they do the stuff for energy. in the Arctic Circle, right? Hold on. Wait, Lou Ferriello giving me one
Didn't we
finger.
just say Pennsylvania?
Hold on. Yeah, man, going to school from 2008 to 2013 sucked because I heard so many horrible takes. I've been politically burnt out since 2012, but this year my interest is back. From Taz, the resident artist.
Because they're pumping up again. You know, and that's the whole thing. But what is fracking? Do we know what fracking is?
Fracking, isn't
I
that
looked up-
energy? Hold on, Vinny. Intern Vinny, would you
You're
like
close
to?
with energy.
I looked it up on
Oh,
the
you looked it
internet.
up.
Let's see.
I know what fracking is.
All right, Vin, tell Graz what fracking is.
It's the revolutionizing oil and gas drilling across the country. However, without rigorous safety regulations, it can poison groundwater, pollute surface water, impair wild landscapes, and threaten wildlife.
That's intern Vinny going to
That's a
join us
negative take.
September
Not bad.
14th. My man.
September 14th.
Pots and pans.
Why now suddenly that was such an environmental no-no to say that you fracking, but you know something? We need to do it.
Because we need to be dependent on our own.
We were becoming energy dependent and scared the shit out of people.
You want a shot?
It scared the shit out of people.
Keystone Pipeline.
Shot?
Shot? No.
All right.
Just the thought of just the thought of the possibility that the Keystone Pipeline
Yeah.
could open up and provide us with fuel
Yeah.
across the nation
Yeah.
without being dependent on any other nation scared the living shit out of the oil industry to the
Especially
point where they
Russia.
lowered the prices to keep themselves afloat so that we would keep buying from them and not piss them off anymore. It was a great idea.
I feel like we should put American.
my God.
I feel like we should put Star Spangled Banner music behind here. Listen, it's going on for 40 minutes. I'm listening to you. Every once in a while, I got to interrupt you a little bit. To
You
tell-
haven't stopped interrupting.
All right, well, hey, listen.
All right.
You get your point across.
But
Everybody-
the bottom line is just the idea that somebody can come up with something that's going to make them energy independent is keeping the prices down. It's showing that there's a potential for competition, which nobody wants anymore. They want monopolies. No, what they what they really need is, and I'm talking worldwide, is you need to have in the United States energy independent and us exporting our oil, which we have plenty of it, across the world, and us making money off of it. What's wrong with that?
No, nothing wrong with that.
Let Americans get rich and let other countries become a little more dependent on us again.
Absolutely, Bobby.
Day two,
Put
Biden.
America
other-
first.
All right, so here,
Please.
borders, capitalism, pure capitalism, where you got free enterprise system, where people can go out and get their own work and create their own businesses,
That's right.
right?
Work
Energy.
for what you earn.
Energy. What about inflation? What have they done to reduce inflation? Now you're going to tell me if you don't lower taxes on people, if you don't lower, or at least not continuously increase them, if you don't continuously increase taxes, people have money in their pockets to go spend at the store. Why are stores closing all across this country?
all over.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Why
Well,
are they closing?
Because they,
Crime.
yeah, crime.
Because you're allowed to walk in. Here's another policy of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden.
You can walk in.
If you can walk in and steal $900 or less of groceries,
You can't get
you-
convicted.
there's no penalty.
900.
No penalty.
900?
900.
Are you sure about that?
Oh yes. Anything over
Wow.
1,000, you can be prosecuted.
I got to tell you something, man. I'm not kidding with you right now. I really think you would make a great politician. I think you would be a great mayor for Franklin Square. I think starting there,
if Franklin Square had a mayor,
or Valley Stream. All right.
Because your heart is so near and dear to
yeah,
Franklin
we're
Square.
going to create a position we never had before, because Bobby and Zarilla wants fracking in Franklin Square.
No, I just think you're, Bobby. It's the way your views.
Vote for Bobby.
You
He
have
loves
a good
fracking.
view, you have a good view on the world. I know how you.
I want to see fairness for everyone.
I
You
know.
talk about love for people. I'm not loving people who want us fucking dead. I'm sorry, I'm not.
I agree.
I'm not. I'm not loving everyone. You can't be a moron and tell I'm going to hug everyone. Fuck everyone. Bottom line is,
Some people hate you.
hug the people who are putting the same value on their life and your life at the same time. At the same time, they're making you important. Oh, come on. I don't do this. I don't hug.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Awkward. Hi, everybody. Stay tuned. We'll get back to the show in a minute.
I don't want to hug.
We're going to have an awkward hug.
I don't hug.
All right,
Dude, you
and I got to tell, based on that,
That was very nice.
his wife uses final touch for Albert.
Yeah, I got close to you. Is that the first
No
man
bounce?
that got? Am I the first man that's
And
gotten
bounce.
close to you in a
And
while,
bounce.
right?
I'm a bounce guy.
She uses bounces for the cling,
Yeah.
and she's using final touch in the last in the
Final
rinse
touch.
cycle.
Dude, I got to tell you something. Everybody loves you tonight. Fran Gatto, Greg DiFilippo, Ann Rothny, Taz, Bruno Capolo. You got a lot of fans out there tonight. Lou Ferriolo giving me the finger.
Okay, another thing.
Go ahead.
Sweet Lou.
What's coming in across the border besides the crime and everything else?
Cocaine.
Drugs
Yep.
galore.
Yep.
You know what they want us on? You know what they want this country on?
Fentanyl.
They want them on drugs.
Yep.
You know why? People on drugs don't give a shit what the government does.
I agree.
It's all part of the plan. Wake the fuck up!
It is frustrating, Inns. Thank you for going off. Do I need to send the rub and tug girl into the studio?
Oh, Kamala?
No, okay, Greg DiFilippo. He goes, is Bobby okay?
Oh, see, I hate that shit. I'm okay. This is my opinion.
Bobby is
and this
fine.
is what I'm like this every fucking day.
Vinny DeSantis says, gentlemen, and everybody's, listen, all I can tell you is everybody's agrees with you. And I agree with you. I understand. And I know
I
it's
don't
not,
need understanding. I need you to fucking speak out too, like everybody else, because you're a fucking wimp if you don't.
I'm not a wimp, dude.
You're a wimp.
Oh, boy. Did you call me a wuss? It's
A
fa-
puss, I called you.
No, it's a Seinfeld reference.
Bob.
You're wimping out. Take a stance. You know what people who don't take a stance are?
Weak.
Yeah.
I'm not weak. I just want to.
I want a hug.
No, I don't want to hug. I just.
He just wants everything
Dude,
to be
Trump
okay.
was so much.
You can't get okay
Trump-
until you fix the
Well,
problem.
that's
Trump-
the thing.
listen,
If you're not-
Trump
if
was
you're
so
not-
much. It's just Trump. After a while, I remembered I just couldn't stand his. He was
I
just,
don't give a shit.
Wait, I'm telling you. You're asking my opinion.
You're talking about the presentation. I don't care about the
I don't like
Hold
his
on, hold on. The man deserves his opinion.
Listen, so it bothered
Let's
me
hear it.
after a while how Trump was speaking to people and world leaders and calling people stupid and this and that. I wanted him to act like a president, dignified.
He's getting there.
He is. I'll give him that. At the debate, he surprised me, and I agree. I just want to see. I know she's not going to do anything that's going to wow me. I know she's not. But at least the two of them on
Not
the
with the
same-
lights on.
I want to see.
Takes me a while sometimes.
All right, it takes me a bit.
That's a good one.
But that is a good one. But I just want to see it. I would like for the two of them to have a debate and sit there and talk and
What
talk about
Trump
the
says
subjects.
comes from the heart.
I agree.
What she says comes from a script.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a drink.
Well,
I'm just tired of everybody who sits there and says they want to give it a chance. If you haven't done your research and checked into what this person is all about, and you haven't seen the history of what she's all about, then you've really missed the boat, and you're fucking misled. You're absolutely misled thinking that there's any way, shape, or form that she deserves to be a nominee of any party to run for president of the United States. There's absolutely no way she does. She got selected after not winning one delegate.
Yep.
Not winning one delegate when she ran for president. She got nothing.
Zero.
She got zero. Okay? You're talking about somebody who the Democratic Party had primaries. This whole primary season, they had the primaries, and every one of their delegates went to Joe Biden. How are they suddenly switched over with a switch to Kamala Harris
All right, all of a sudden she's here.
without what I would call due process of earning those votes? What did she do?
Mm-hmm.
She did nothing to deserve those votes.
No.
As a matter of fact, when she ran for president in 2020, when Biden was running, and she was running against him, and she called him every name under the sun like he's a moron. All right, she called him a racist. She called him everything. All right, but when she finally realized going into the first caucus that she was going to get no support, she dropped out. You know why? I'm sure she made a deal with him right up and said, make me your running mate.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Just sweet talked her way in.
Yeah.
And now they're putting her out there as something like, I mean, less than maybe 3 weeks ago, Joe Biden was all in the race and pumping his fist, and when we're going to
Meanwhile-
take 4 more years, and you got Jill Biden out there yelling her face off on the stage, 4 more and everything else.
Joey, you answered all the questions.
Right, like you just want an ice
All
cream
right,
cone.
somebody has a question for me. Does Graz have to deal with any Democrats on a personal level? Who cares how he talks? Do you think George Wilson, George Washington didn't go home and kick the cat? That's
There you
from
go. Great point.
Fran Gatto.
There you go. Great point, Fran. Because the bottom line is, I don't care how Trump presents his ideas. All I care about is his ideas. And his ideas are all good, as far as I'm concerned. They're all the right. They all come from the from his heart. They come from the heart, not from somebody's puppeteering in the background who has an agenda that we're not aware of.
They're all coming after me now. Taz, you're
It
a
comes from
you're a
love of country.
Taz is calling me a puss. Oh, God.
I'm
The
not
two of yous-
disagreeing.
Oh, come on, guys.
I'm not going to say. Listen, you're entitled to your opinion.
Fucking
I'm
my
not gonna
opinion.
say
He
that.
has no opinion.
Well, his opinion is that he's not sure. That's his
I
opinion.
didn't
That's not an
say I'm not.
opinion.
Oh, God.
That's his opinion.
You know what? If you come into the table right now and saying I'm not sure, it means you haven't been paying attention.
But if I went into the, if I go into the ballot box right now, and if it was sitting right in front of me, right this, and we're gonna get off this subject. We've been on politics for an hour.
All right, good.
already, all right, we'll get off the subject. I would
Okay.
vote for Trump right now. So I'm just there. You go. If I got in the box and sat there, I'd
You mean,
vote for
or
Trump.
as Joe Biden called it, the battle box.
Well,
The battle box.
how can anybody not be sure? I don't know, Fran. I'm sorry.
How could you not be sure?
I'm just.
Well, maybe you're not paying attention enough.
You got to be
gotta
informed.
see what's
This
going
is-
on.
You know what? You know what? You know I'm
And
comparing
I,
this
and,
to.
I, and I think maybe that's the problem. I don't think he's as
You're not
maybe
re-
as informed. And I'm not sitting there reading it every day. Okay, I'm really not. But I look at it in like I said before, like a big picture kind of way. You got to see what's going on.
Again.
You got to watch the actions of each side to really know what's going on. Forget what they're saying, okay? Because they all say BS. They all do.
I'm going to ask you this: was Putin afraid of Trump?
No.
Yes, he was.
Oh, was Putin afraid of Trump? Yes, he was. Yes, but he was friendly to him too.
Zelensky, Putin. You know what they did under Trump? Nothing.
No wars. I
Nothing.
know. I know.
Quick interjection. The president of Hungary recently said that if Trump was president, none of this would have been going on.
Of course.
Because he admitted, he says we were all scared of it.
Bobby Lacerra.
That's what Bobby
That's
Lacerra
it.
just said. The president of Turkey says they never would have done any of this crap because
Hungary.
Hungry.
Yeah.
They would never have done this because
Oh.
they were afraid of Trump. They were afraid of what Trump's response would be. Nobody's afraid of what Joe Biden or Kamala Harris's response is going to be because they know it's not going to be any. There's not going to be any. They talk about. I'll never forget back in the 70s, Jimmy Carter going, "Iran is going to suffer grave consequences for their actions, like taking the hostages." There were no grave consequences. They did nothing because they knew they would do nothing. And all these hostage situations and all these holding of people that are innocent for whatever political reason they're being held are all done when they know the leader is weak and won't do anything back. The day Ronald Reagan took office, those hostages were released because they knew.
I remember that.
He knew. They knew he would fuck them up.
I remember
Yep.
that. I remember
coming
that.
in.
He was actually my favorite president
My favorite president ever.
of all time. He didn't take shit from nobody.
Well, there you go again.
Yeah, I liked him.
He was great. And the bottom line is Trump is very much like Reagan, very much. Except he's not a Hollywood guy. He's not a polished guy. No, but he's a New Yorker, and he talks like a New Yorker, and he acts like a New Yorker, and he calls people by certain names, and he does it all the time. Sleepy Joe, all that shit. Big deal. Big deal. You know, it's a very Italian thing, by the way. Anyway, making nicknames for people.
I know.
But that's because that's what he grew up amongst.
I know. I'm
Right, but do I wish he was more
refined.
refined and presidential in
Absolutely.
his comments?
Absolutely.
Sometimes because I think it would make it easier on him to get the
But he's
focus
been.
wouldn't be right, but the focus wouldn't be so much on all this kind of nonsense he says, and maybe more focus would be on his views of how he sees.
He gives people weapons to fight him with.
Yes.
When he says the things he says.
Right.
He gives them their own. He gives them.
He does.
He's handing them the weapons
Mm-hmm.
because they're not judging
turn
him
it
by.
around on him.
They're not judging him by what the content of what he said was. They're judging him by the way he said it, so that they can get around what he said. So it's ruining his own argument. Yes.
Yes.
And then maybe but he's doing better with that now. He's definitely doing much better with that, and he's learned that you can't do it that way.
I hope he visits us soon. I would like to see him,
Yeah, he will.
Mr. Trump. All right. I enjoyed Billy.
Should be here any minute.
Yeah, he doesn't show up anymore.
No,
You know.
no, he's
Well, you know what he likes?
the whole
He
summer.
likes to say what he wants to say and not be interviewed afterwards with extra questions.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. You've been going now. It's 9:55. We started at 8:55. I gave you an hour. If we went from how much talking you did compared to the words that me and Rich have,
Then
you're
I will
at.
keep quiet for the
No,
rest
I didn't ask you that. But you're at like 10,000. I'm like 20. He's at maybe a 30. I mean, like, come on. I'm trying to. I got to interject every once in a while.
If this was baseball talk, people would have
You
signed up.
I'm
by now.
not saying it's. I enjoy you, Bob, and I enjoy you very
you
much.
asked me what I thought.
I know what it is. Fucking.
Well, it's somebody else.
And I think
forget
it's
who it was.
time people to wake the fuck up
I
It
agree.
is.
and
Look
stop
at the
being so
issues.
goddamn wimpy and fucking take a stance. You know what? When you die and you haven't never taken a stance in life, people tell everybody says, well, he was such a nice guy. I don't want to be that.
Okay.
I don't want to be that. I want people to say that fucking guy, when he believed in something, he went
said
for it.
and I agree, and
that's
you
me.
did. Well, look, they're all turning on me now. You're like everybody
Take-
loves ins.
Take a stance.
All right, I
Make a difference. And if you don't have another thing that's going to really get on my that people going to get on my case. All right, fine, go ahead. If you're not mentioning the word God in a sincere way in anything you do, then I don't want to know nothing about you. I don't, because I don't want anybody from Satan dictating what's going on in my country. And I see evil. I see evil all over the place in that party. All right. I see a lot of evil people. Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer. I see evil.
I have to admit,
That's pure evil. I see a woman like that this Harris, that's an evil person. Joe Biden is evil. All right? And they've suffered. They've suffered a lot of setbacks based on their selling their souls to the devil, which they've done. But if you're not talking about God in a positive way and that he's part of your life and that you believe in God, I got a problem with you.
Well, Bobby Lacerda believes in God, and he's always going to church every week, so he's a God-fearing man.
If you don't believe that Jesus is a savior, okay, I feel bad for you. But at least believe in God. You're not just here. What do you think? We're just coming around this stupid little marble here just for a little time for nothing? For nothing?
Bob,
That you got nothing to answer to when it's all over? You got something to answer
I
to.
gave you like a nervous breakdown tonight.
Who?
I gotta wake up.
You know what? The whole point is stop saying that because I don't come close to a nervous fucking breakdown. I say this shit is calm. You can feel my pulse right now. It's still at 75, okay? I'm not fucking getting excited.
75?
Yeah,
That's
I'm,
good.
I'm still not fucked up. I'm still not fucking pumped up or anything like that. I say this shit all the time, every day.
Okay.
It's not something I
Can't you
just...
tell?
All right. Well, I listen. I sit here and I listen to you and I tell you.
But
how
the bottom line is, too, we're supposed to be having fun here.
It's supposed to be a fun show.
it's a summer. Listen, it's August. All right, we had on a
The
much.
sun is blaring.
We don't have-
It's time for Crazy Eddie's Christmas sale. Christmas in August?
Change the subject. Talk about the shit show called the Olympics. Fran Gatto.
That's
Oh,
another
my
thing.
God. That's
All right,
another
go
thing.
right back to that.
Oh,
If
no.
you're not appalled by that
Oh,
fucking
my
Last
God.
Supper thing and the whole transgender shit, and by the way, that's another thing Trump, see, you threw me off my course. Trump is all against, and so like Bruce Blakeman right here in Nassau County, he's been fighting against having men playing in women's sports.
Yep.
The whole point of Title IX years ago was to give women a chance to have their own sports. Give them an equal chance. You say, hey, listen, if you're going to have this for the guys, you're going to have this for the girls, right? They're going to have a chance to do it. Great, that's fine. I agree with it. Go ahead. But don't be telling me you got to intermingle or make believe you're something else, and I got to make believe with you that you're this guy who just beat the shit out of this girl from Italy. Holy shit.
Yep. If you're watching,
Vinny DeSantis, Trump promotes religion, family values, the Pledge of Allegiance in schools. That's what this country needs to go back
That's
to.
right. The old adage of, God, prayer, belief in God. You got to have something you're going to answer to.
Bobby's 100% correct. Greg DiFilippo. Taz, the resident artist, all she said is ins, and I sent you a drawing, Mr. Graz. So
I asked her to draw.
See, Taz,
I did ask
says
her to
another
draw.
thing. You look at somebody like her, Vinny, all these people. These are the good people, and I'll take a hug from any one of them. All right.
Well, how come you couldn't take off?
You're wishy-washy.
What the
You're
fuck?
wishy-washy.
Because Bobby, fuck you. All right, because you know what? I would do anything for you because my fucking political. If I'm sitting there and I don't know,
You're
and I
sitting there with 3 empty Jack Daniels bottles, and you're gonna fucking tell me. You're gonna tell me that anything you say right now is sincere.
Yes, you know it's sincere, dude. Dude, you know, here's the. Anyway, Mick B. She said, much love from Hanover, Pennsylvania. Hashtag RIOYC. What does that mean? RIOYC. Republican something? I don't know.
No, IOC is, no. I was going to say the IOC, the Olympics, but no.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about the
That's
alcohol.
the boxing.
I trust you. I trust you. I know how you feel in your heart, and I trust you too. I understand that. I also like to see the other side just to see.
Why?
Because
I listen to the other side, and it's appalling.
You should very well see the other side. You absolutely
I just
should.
see. I didn't
Maybe it'll wake you the fuck up if you
I
really
think
paid attention to what the other side is
That's
talking
what I mean.
about.
I think you really need to be more informed. I think a lot of people do. They just kind of go along. Oh, I saw it on the news. Oh, well, they
I
told me
mentioned her
this, so
before.
they told me that.
If Candace Owens ran for president,
That shit's gonna hug us all.
all right. If Candace Owens ran for president, I'd vote for her in a heartbeat over anyone, really,
Why?
because she's so smart and she's so fun. Get the race out of everything. That's another thing Democrats do. They throw race and interject race
All the
into
time.
everything. Instead of just letting people be people, they want them to divide them.
What about white dudes for Harris?
White dudes for Harris.
White dudes for Harris.
White dudes for Harris.
This is
See,
a
I don't
thing.
know. There really is.
This is a thing. Now, if you did white dudes for Trump, how do you think that would go over in the media?
Not too great.
Not too great. Yeah. But everybody's all excited about the white dudes for Kamala.
Well, you guys are.
That's okay.
You guys are like both on me, and I'm.
No, I'm not. I'm not
Because
on you. I'm just telling you
because
what's out there.
Unfortunately,
These are the things that are going on.
Unfortunately, there's just way too many people like yourself who just don't know what's going on.
Right.
And just want to look and say, it's so cute to have a nice woman president. No, it's not cute.
I never
This is not the student council. This is not the fucking student council. And we're not running a popularity contest based on who's the cutest, with who looks good in a dress or who looks good in a suit. Who gives a shit? I'm not doing homecoming queen and king. I'm doing fucking president of the United States. This is not a joke. It's not a joke.
It's not. It's our lives.
I mean,
It's our
I never got
our
this
children's
crazy.
lives, my
Hold on.
grandchildren's
Greg
lives.
DiFilippo
maybe.
said
God
the
bless
Democrats
one
might
day.
be getting a grip on Graz by passing the free transitioning bill. Shut up, Greg. Mike Bott says she's not even African American. Bruno Capolo says, is she Indian or is she black?
She's Jamaican.
Inquiring minds want to know.
She's Jamaican.
She's Indian.
She's part Jamaican, mostly Indian, right? And she's got white blood too.
And apparently her husband broke up the first marriage because he was being unfaithful.
And Willie Brown said she's dangerous.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that. She slept her way to the top.
She's dangerous, he says.
Very.
Pat Dixon, comedian Pat Dixon and Taz talked about that last night. Taz wants I want a blacks for Trump T-shirt, and he said he wants a white guy for Trump T-shirt. So
there you go.
But
well,
you
they want
see-
to keep labeling
But you see,
everybody.
the whole thing is, and it started with Obama. They didn't like the harmony that was taking place in this country. There was some harmony going on. There was some white people and black people getting along pretty good. They didn't like it because you can't overtake a country when they're united.
when
You
it's
can
harmony, when there's harmony, I
You
said.
can only overtake a country when they're divided.
Okay.
It's an old saying, and it's
What's
true.
happening?
The united we stand, divided we fall kind of thing is so true. They want us divided. They want us divided up. They want us taking sides. They want all people in Europe to hate each other. Let the Irish hate the English. Let the English and the Irish hate the Italians. Let the Italians hate the Greeks. Let the Greeks hate this one. Divide them all up. Divide them all up so they don't unite. You don't want them united. People from Europe should be all united in this country. We're all from Europe, right? You're from Europe. Why is everybody from Africa united? How'd that happen? You don't see people going, fuck those other people. One country hating another. They don't
you
do
don't
that.
see Nigeria yelling about Ethiopia.
No, they do not. They do not. They do not. They're united. They're both African. They started calling themselves African Americans because it was smart. And the thing is, we should be European Americans. The countries in Europe are no bigger than the states in the United States. I mean, Germany. I hate fucking Germans. People, I hate fucking Germans, Nazis, fucking motherfucking Nazis. They want that. They want you to keep thinking that. They want to keep reminding you of these things.
Bullshit.
Israel.
I know. Hate.
Let
hate.
the-
What do they call
let
that?
it- let
They call that
Israelis-
hate mongering, right?
Yeah, let Israelis hate Palestinians. Let
Yeah.
Palestinians hate Israelis. It's good for business.
Yeah.
It's good for fucking business.
I heard that. Somebody else was saying that to me, that it's all about just lining their pockets with the profits from war.
the business
Of
is
war.
the overtaking of the world.
Yeah, business of war. War is good for the economy.
That's not what I'm
Well,
really what I'm
It's
talking
good.
about.
It's good for the
I'm
right
talking
people
about
that are in the
talking
club.
about for people who want this world government. They want new world order. They want everybody divided up so that they can just slide in. Slide in. The more we're divided, the more they can just take what they want. Because you're fighting over stupid shit. You're fighting Israel fighting with Palestinians. They love it. They fucking love it. They love the demonstrations going on the campuses and all over the place. Everywhere somebody's making a speech now, there's people outside pro-Palestinian or pro-Hamas or pro-Israel.
They're paying them to be there.
They want the fucking
You
conflict.
think those are real students?
No, it's not. I know they're paying them to be there.
Somebody
They
put
want
somebody
unrest.
put Hamas up to this, and it was probably Iran. But somebody put them up to the invasion of Israel. Someone put them up to.
Yeah, but that was a big mistake, man. That
by
was-
who?
That's a big. It's just a big mistake.
By who?
By Hamas.
Why?
Because over.
If the agenda is to fuck up the world, then what's the mistake? That was their agenda.
all these people.
They hate Israel. And they used it. Somebody funded them to make sure they went and did what they did. Look at this kid who just shot at Trump. Do you think they funded him money? He thought he was gonna walk away from this.
I know you said it last week.
Hmm?
You said that he was either way he was done.
Have you heard anything about the kid?
No,
Is it anywhere in the news?
no.
Right.
They actually got footage of him now running across the room like a
Exactly.
fucking. They got
Any
they
more
got,
on the investigation? Have you heard anything?
No.
They got him. They got photos of him. They got
Nothing.
videos of him running across the roof that was so fucking pitched that nobody could walk on.
By the way, Bruno Capola says he loves hummus, especially with pita chips.
Oh.
Because I guess
like
I'm,
hummus.
I guess
No.
I'm slurring.
No, he's talking about because I said Hamas. He's saying hummus.
I know. I got it.
I get that. Now I get it.
Whatever.
I saw
Anyway.
Brendan Ryan at the open mic in Farmingdale the other day.
Really?
Yeah, he had about.
Tell me more.
I'm trying to change the subject. I'm trying to go to Goose and Giggles. As you're rolling your tongue, ready to, you're like, I'm done. I spoke for an hour. I want to get out of here now. What? I saw Brendan Ryan at Boy.
So try to change the topic, Roz. How is Turks and Caicos?
Did you see this from?
Oh no, I gotta see that. What is that?
Taz?
Is this it?
Yeah.
See this?
Oh no, I haven't seen it yet.
What does it say? Love you, Ins. Oh, that's a very nice picture of you, Ins. I
That's
have
a
to
good
tell you.
one.
That is a good one.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
She drew a good one.
You just said she drew a good one.
Yes, she did.
Wow.
I look like shit.
This could be a first.
Oh!
Oh, now Bobby really likes the picture.
I look like shit.
How do I look?
It's like my daughter Kate.
You like looking over everybody. You
Oh,
like-
by the way.
Oh, here we go.
By the way.
Oh, by the way.
Well,
The
we
Ins
ju-
for-
today
Limo
we- today
talk with
we
Ins
had-
41.
Today we had shut the fuck up. Today we had
God almighty.
today we had a birthday party for my grandson Jackson.
First,
Three-
1 year old?
3 years old.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Did you have fun with Billy Guy and Bonnie Scalisi last week?
Billy looks great.
Billy looks great.
Billy lost.
Did you see the button you're wearing in this picture?
No, no, I didn't get.
You didn't even notice it?
I didn't get.
You didn't
that.
notice
Can I
it?
see that? Wait, let me see before he responds.
That's so funny.
Taz, very well done.
Taz is a funny.
You're wearing a button that says, I love fracking.
Let me see. I didn't even notice.
Well done, Taz, the resident honest.
With the fucking
Nice
with
touch.
the Hawks logo underneath.
Hawks logo
Hawks.
under
There's
it.
always a Hawks logo.
Hawks logo.
That is
I
so
love
fucking
fracking,
great.
I love fracking.
Taz,
that's
I
good.
look like a fucking old man. My mouth is like in. What's the story?
Well,
here?
I'm peeking out from behind the
Dude, but
curtain.
you always look the same. This is not what I look like. This is bullshit.
Look at you getting upset.
Well, because
you
you-
told me you should never get upset. She's just drawing her picture.
Yeah.
Give me my phone back.
That's
you
our
frickin-
artistic
you
expression.
hypocrite.
I love
love
fracking.
fracking.
That's fucking great.
Oh, that's good.
I didn't see that. You know, Taz, the only thing is I got to say the Hawks H's.
Oh, shut the fuck
come
up.
on.
Fucking A. Who
Leave
gives
her
a fuck?
alone.
The wings go up,
She
not
drew a
down.
nice picture today.
All right, I'm taking over now. Guys, September 14th, please join us. Well, you know what? Tickets are going fast. Jeff Durston took 10 tickets. Mike Bott took 2 tickets. Lou Ferriolo gives me the finger every week, took 2 tickets. Gary Mancini, Johnny DeLutri, Mike LaGerfo, Chris Horowitz all took tickets. Bonnie Scalisi's boyfriend, Michael Spearberg, took a ticket. Anthony Turco took 2 tickets. Jimmy Panullo, 2 tickets. I think the Brodricks are coming, 2 tickets. And Michael Pastillo is going to give us money for somebody else's tickets, as my son is also doing that too.
Very nice.
So we do. So
Thank you, everyone.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 30, 32. We're almost sold out.
Almost sold out.
Almost sold out. So here's what's
We're
going
getting to the point where you don't even have to do the show.
That's great.
All right, here we go. It's Victoria Vicky Vasquez Memorial Scholarship Fund on September 14th. You guys won't be able to see it, but for the holidays, we're going to have Bobby Sarah is going to splice us about an hour and a half worth of a comedy show, a little roast on me, and we're going to put it out for the holidays. It's going to be $2.99. I know, guys, all I'm asking you to do is put your name, your phone number, and your credit card. I'm not going to buy anything for the
Name, phone
holidays.
number, and credit card.
I promise. It's a site. I hope that you at least trust us to spend $2.99 for that night, because that money is going to this Memorial Scholarship Fund. We've already raised around about $800. Brian May from
Wow.
BAC Systems. BAC Systems in Farmingdale gave us $500. If your air
Thank you,
conditioning is messed up in Farmingdale, 516-797-4990, BAC Systems. Pat Walsh Realty in Farmingdale, 516-369-8241. Pat Walsh. Rob Electronica Law in Levittown. I'll get the phone number in a little while. He's also giving us money. Bottles on Broadway. My son, Dom Grazzi, is buying 2 tickets for somebody. Vital Transportation, the Library Cafe, and I'm hoping to get money out of the Farmingdale Baseball, maybe $50. You know what I want you to do?
Library.
Library Cafe is giving us money.
Library.
Library Cafe.
Library.
He said library.
Library. Dude, I spent an hour drinking.
You got to be like the guy from Laughing.
I
Jack
see,
Daniels.
yeah, Levittown?
Who?
Yeah, Robert Latronic.
Yeah, Rob. That's Rob. That's correct. 516-796-9700. Info at latronicalaw.com. Rob has been my lawyer for over 35, 40 years. He's phenomenal at what he does.
What have you done wrong that you needed him?
I've gotten into 2 accidents.
No, I wasn't going to ask.
I got into 2 accidents. Joining us that night, supposed to be Lou Gatto, Blind Jim Hughes, Mikey LaGerfo, and Greg DiFilippo. We hope to see everybody. Our comics that
That's
night.
going to be a great night and going to a great cause. Thank you, everybody, for
Wait,
contributing
listen,
to that, because
Charlie Myers
it's
doesn't
really-
think he can't believe I'm pulling this thing off. Charlie said, he goes, I can't believe you're actually doing it.
Graz, I think it's phenomenal what you're doing.
Trying.
For the cause. So thank
Charlie
you.
Myers, Justin McDonald, Joe Pontillo, Brendan Ryan, Matt Alvalo, hopefully Teresa Farrell. I don't know about Mike Nicolia, Michael Zimmerman, Larry Izzo, Bonnie Scalisi, and Billy Geyer are performing.
That wasn't for Bonnie.
That was for Bonnie?
No, it was not for Bonnie.
Oh, Michael Zimmerman, right? He's that's right. He's suspended right now. Zimmerman's suspended because he had a fight with him.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
So
Why,
Bobby's
you didn't like one of the wrestling videos he put up?
Bobby suspended him. Bobby suspended.
Bobby suspended him.
No,
Why
he
does
didn't.
your microphone go so nice and mine does not?
I don't know.
Will you
I wish
put-
we had an intern that could figure that out.
Can I pay $5 for the pay-per-view? No, Bruno. I expect to get $20 from you.
Oh.
I expect you to
There we
pay
go.
for the
It's just gonna
pay-per-view
get- yeah.
and give us like $15 in a
They want
donation.
more.
You get a room yet? Graz, you get a room yet? Yes, I did get a room. My wife is staying at the Mark Hotel in Oneonta.
The Mark?
The Mark Hotel.
What are you going in the
Is it owned by Mark?
Michael's got Green Dogs in Cooperstown
Going
next
to
week.
Cooperstown, All-Star
Next
Village.
Sunday, All-Star Village.
I'm coming.
You coming?
I would
show
love to
up.
go.
Dude,
I might come up on that. I don't know.
I'm going up.
I'm trying to
love
do
it
it where I
over
could
there.
come up on that Friday.
I'm so busy, dude. I'm
but
going.
I
up
don't
for
know
2
if I'm going
days.
to make it happen.
You want to come?
I want to go.
All right, so I'll pick you up on one of the days and bring you up there. You're not sleeping in the same bed as my wife with me.
She uses Final Touch fabric softener.
Why wouldn't he sleep in the same bed with her?
And bounce.
She smells good.
and bounce.
What are you talking about?
The sheets are going to
That makes
smell
no sense.
delicious.
So wait a minute. Okay, Greg, do you feel about it? So can I ask how Bobby feels about Harris running for president?
We don't have enough time, Greg.
Bruno wants to know.
working on
Well,
it.
I put up a link for the pay-per-view. Yeah, Bruno, we're going to put
Yes.
it up. Bruno,
Can I go ahead.
wait, Bruno, we're putting this September 14th is friends and family coming to hang out here at Strong Island TV. And then we're taking that show and clipping it with all these comedians and everything else. And Bobby Lacerra is going to make a really nice thing for us. And the holidays, we're going to sell it as the money going towards the Vicky Vasquez Fund. But what would you like to?
I just wanted to take a few seconds and just tell people what the scholarship is about.
Go ahead.
So Vicky played softball for many years in the league that we're a part of, and Graz's son is part of Farmingdale baseball and softball, and she battled a really tough 4-year battle of cervical cancer, and Vicky, her grandson was on my travel team, and she came to every game. It didn't matter how much pain she was in, and I'm going to tell you right now, I saw her all the time, and she was in a lot of pain. And we set up this scholarship after she passed as a retirement gift to her mother, Joanne, who ran our league for like 40 years.
Who's going to be here that night?
She will be
Who's
here.
going through some medical issues, but
She is,
she
but-
wants to hang out with us that night.
She wants to come down that night.
Correct.
She wants to be part of it.
Correct.
She's battling through some stuff, but Joanne is probably one of, if not the toughest woman I've ever known in my whole life.
She's a nice lady.
She is a beautiful woman, and she's a fighter like crazy.
Bobby will like her.
Bobby would love her
Yep.
because she's no BS.
Yep, no
and
BS.
that's why you would love her. All right, so we set up this scholarship fund, and Graz is nice enough to do this, to contribute to it.
That's her right there?
Yes.
This is her right there. That's Vicky. And
That's what I'm
and
going around.
every year, the scholarship money, we give it out to a graduating senior at Farmingdale High School. And basically what they do is they submit essays, and it has to be someone who has been affected by cancer in some way by a family member or themselves. And they write these essays to us, and we pick a winner every year, and all the scholarship money goes directly to their tuition as a freshman in whatever school they go into in college.
May I ask a question?
I just want everybody to know where it goes and what it is, because it's a great thing that obviously I'm very passionate about, and thank you everybody that contributes to it, because it goes to a really great cause.
We're going to get money that night, and it's going to go well. My question,
44 years old?
my
Yes.
question to you
That's
is,
a damn shame.
It is, Bobby.
what was I going to ask that question? I was going to ask you a question.
Oh
Now
Go
I
ahead.
just
I was just talking about the scholarship.
We didn't go far off the topic.
Can we get the guys, the coaches over at Farmingdale Baseball, like Mike Leger from Lou and Mike Bott? And, well, Thurston, he bought 10 tickets already. But can we
Yeah.
get like a little $5 pool from those guys, like Sweeney and everything else, and
A pool?
you
You
know,
want to
raise
bet on?
raise the money and throw it towards the fund.
Sure, absolutely. Well, listen, I think I broached it with the board. We're gonna come up with something.
Okay.
I'm talking to the guys.
Oh, my question
So,
that I was,
yes.
what did you guys raise last year?
Last year we raised $5,000. The first last year was the second year. First year was $3,500. Last year was $5,000. This year we're on track to exceed that.
Well,
So we'll see
Are you
what it's gonna be.
taking what I'm putting
Yes.
into? Okay.
Yes.
I'm
With that
hoping
would probably
what
put us
we,
over.
We get
Yes.
to 2,500. My goal is for $2,000 to $2,500 over the whole. The money people spend on the pay-per-view and what we raise that night. I'm gonna go to the town with this at all these places and ask them for money, like Trey Scalini and what Troxy Ales in Farmingdale. So I'm going to spend a day or 2 days going door to door, raising money. All I can tell you is the guys that are buying tickets, the Thurstons, the Botts, the Ferriolas, everybody, Gary Mancini, DeLucci, Legerfo, Horowitz. Thank you guys. We're almost sold out. I really don't have to go hard. Michael Pastillo probably won't come, but we'll buy a couple of tickets. Dominic says he'll buy a couple of tickets. So I just to let you know, thank you guys. I'll start hitting people up for money probably after the show. My wife's like, "Why don't you get it before?" I might. I don't know what to do. Thurston, you know what I mean? It's $200 right there. Bot's got to give me 40, whatever.
Right.
So
Whatever it is, you'll figure it out.
Graz wants you. Mike Bot wants us
Mike
to do a
says
bar
A
crawl.
Graz bar crawl.
Yeah, like an ins. No, you know what? I think we should do an ins bar crawl.
Oh.
With ins on the back of a Trump truck. Just,
We'll get the guy from across the street.
I got a guy already. Jim Seba's got a guy that wants to show up here
Seba.
during
Let's
the
do it.
during the campaign with his truck. Trump's all over it. So I don't mind putting you on the back. We'll go for a nice ride or something like that. It'd make for good Instagram, an Instagram live or anything like that. It would be great. All right, Sicko Tees and Transfers, Strong Island Clothing Company, 516 799.
It's nothing like being able to read the number.
799.
Somewhere between 7 and 9.
Trying to figure it out.
I can't.
Jesus.
Sicko
Me
Production.
this.
You guys want T-shirts? You want something done by Bobby Lacera? He does good
You know,
work.
bottom line is Sicko. Just look it up.
Well, it is a little tough
What's
to
the
read.
phone? I told you, right? It's small.
I think it's
799.
799
Off a card.
4238.
So don't
that
ask
right?
them to make you business cards because they won't be able to read the fucking number.
Lacera, what's the phone number for Sicko
Give me that
merchandising?
thing. I'll give you that.
Come on, let's see
Go
if you
ahead.
can read it.
Give me
Let's
that.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
You
Yeah,
try
read
it.
that.
Where the hell is it?
Ah.
Greg DeFluo says, "Have a great night. I'm going to enjoy the tropical storm that we are having."
Oh, that's right. Is it Debbie? Tropical Storm Debbie. Be safe down there.
4328.
4328. That's what I thought.
799-4328.
Hey, Bobby, is that the right phone number for Sicko merchandising?
It is.
All right.
See, I got it
It's
right.
got-
2020, baby.
There
All
you
right.
go.
Oh, good. 2020.
2020. No glasses needed.
All right, Vicky Vasquez, we took care of. What
What
happened? What happened?
Bobby Lucero wants you to wrap it up, boys.
No, we're not done.
Well, he's.
Oh, by
telling
the
you
way, I
you're
ran
done.
into Keith Rad the other
Oh
day.
boy.
Keith
Let's talk about
Rad
Trump a little more.
hold
is
on.
the
Hold on.
Mets voice.
I want him on. You told us last week. Is he coming on?
What?
I'd like him on, please.
He's going to be in Valley Stream September 5th.
Okay.
They're honoring him in Valley Stream. So if I can get to
Not
him
Franklin
before
Square.
then and see if maybe he could start. I don't know what day of the week that is. Is that like a Saturday or a Sunday? I don't even know.
Why don't you just bring your phone and have a small interview with him, and we'll play it here.
Oh.
Bobby, what? I have a question. When are you going to start campaigning to be the mayor of Franklin Square?
I'm going to start as soon as they create the position. And as soon as I can prove that just owning a bar in Franklin Square for 15 years is enough to be qualified,
To run
and
for
going
mayor?
to school in Franklin Square for 12 years is enough to run for mayor of Franklin Square.
You got my vote, Bobby.
Bobby, you know, you have a lot of people here that think that your philosophies and policies are the correct policies.
You can have Graz as a campaign manager.
I would be a great campaign manager.
Oh, he would.
You know that.
He
but
would.
I would
the thing
be.
is,
I,
I would-
mean that.
I would have loved if somebody tapped me on the shoulder and said to me, you know, before Ed Fair, you know, I'd like you to run for mayor of Valley
you would have
Stream.
won, dude.
I would have loved it, but
Would you have been a corrupt fuck?
never.
No.
Like if I would have
Bobby?
walked up here and said, "Hey, you know, let's do something for my car service. Here's $2,000 right underneath the table. You take
Oh
it?
no,
For $2,000 now.
10
it
grand?
have to be 20
No.
at least.
What the hell's wrong with you?
About 25.
No, but anyway, no. The thing is, no. That's how you lose. That's how you lose something good. That's what evil people do.
I know. That's
All
why
right.
I was saying that.
No, you don't fuck with it. When you get something good, you don't fuck with it. This is what really blows my mind about some politicians. They get these positions, and then they start doing stupid shit. Now I'm not going to knock him because, and I'm not going to not knock him because he's a Republican, and that's Ed Mangano, who I really liked. Good guy, really good guy.
Is he in jail still or no?
I don't know what he's doing.
I think his wife
But
is.
the fact that he fucking did what he did, I mean, it's not so much that they don't do it on both sides, or they do, but you don't give people the fuel to destroy you like the way they did with him. He took his wife and gave her $150,000 a year job,
Working at,
tasting food, tasting food for a catering hall. Come on, you're just asking for trouble when you do shit like that.
I agree.
And it wasn't him that gave him the job; it was the guy that was working in cahoots with him, Singh.
Got to be
Right?
smarter.
They got to be smarter than that. And there's deals going on all the time about, you know, with people under the table and stuff like that. But you just don't get involved with it. You got a good gig. You got to do the right thing. You got to do the right thing. People trusted you.
They
gotta
voted.
do the
they
right
voted
fucking
you in.
thing.
I agree. I know. I'm just saying it's. I think that you would. Richie and I believe that you would be fantastic.
I think Bobby Lacerra cut the music off.
No, we're not supposed. We started at 8:55. I'm 9:55.
I'm waiting for the lights to go off.
9:55. 10.
You know what?
We've got about 10 minutes, don't we? Am I right or am I wrong?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you?
Do-
It's
yeah.
10:25.
Yeah, I stared at 8:55 on the dot. 9:55 is an hour.
So I
Bobby?
think the Rangers are going to win the cup next
10:30,
year.
about 10:40. I don't know.
Trump's gonna
Do they,
win.
is the window wide enough for them, age-wise, for them to continue playing at the level they've played at, or are they fading out?
That's a great question. I think they need. Listen, they need a. They really need a top line center that's like dominant. You know what I mean?
They do.
They do.
But what they,
but
you see, what
but
really
I mean, is there youth?
no.
I don't know. I mean, it's getting there. I'll say that. I'll say
they're
that where
not-
you're going to have to fill, some other younger, probably free agents because you're not going to wait for some other kid to develop for another 3 years.
Right,
Like
'cause
you
the
got to
other
be
guys
there.
will be gone.
Right. Yeah.
It was the perfect window last 3 years.
Yeah.
For them
Just
to-
shows you how hard it is.
But you really think
get that
Florida
close
was a
to-
better team? And I don't.
Well, they were better.
For that 7-game series.
for
they
those last 4 games, they certainly
were. Yeah,
were.
exactly.
Yeah.
For the first 3.
The
for
first
2-2,
3, it looked like we were walking away. And then all of a sudden, Florida woke up and trapped us all and just dominated us. It's no different than what people are doing to the Yankees right now. They're walking Judge like crazy. If they could pitch around
that's just
Soto and
smart.
Judge, it's so smart. You're going to beat this team. Who else
It's like
is in
saying,
the
all
line?
right, so
it's
let's say
it's
you
such
walk-
an easy seat. And
pitchers walk guys all the time, right? So you walk. Let's say you walk a guy in the middle of the 3rd inning or whatever, or the 5th inning. You just walk a guy. You go deal with the rest of the lineup, and you get them out. Well, they score a run. You're not giving up a 3-run homer.
Exactly. Especially if
Yeah.
there's guys on base. Then
So
they'll
they
put 'em
walk
on.
them, and you're like, sorry.
They're walking them with nobody on base.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up, boys.
So I think it's a smart strategy. Whoever's Mets came up with it. Actually, I think
They really did.
They
It
treated
started
him like
with
Barry Bonds.
They did. They started in the Mets series at Citi Field last month.
I'll tell you,
And
the City Field is fucking busy as hell with it.
Give me your phone.
Shows,
I
concerts.
got no music, so
All right.
I think we didn't pay the bill.
All right, it's fine. We're here next week, and then next week we're here, and then the following couple of weeks we're gone because of baseball, and then I think it's
All right, that's another thing. So I want to just put that on the table right now. I want to go to All-Star Village. So your team is playing there?
Yes. Well, our 12U Cooperstown team
You're-
is playing. Yes,
You're
our-
coaching or you're just
I'm not
going?
coaching. No,
You're just going.
I'm trying to go on that Friday.
All right, so your
My
kid is
son
on the
actually
team.
wants to go
Whose
too.
kid's on the team?
my
his
kid.
Michael, his son.
So you have to go.
Yes.
Yes,
All right. But you're not going there the whole week?
me. I'm not going the whole week. I can't. My business is just too busy right now. I can't do it. I can't.
The client is still happy?
Yeah, the client still likes. She likes the
Well,
new car
the
and everything
client.
else.
He had a recent client this week that wasn't entirely pleased.
Oh. Shit.
Who? We got to get out of here. What client? Oh, you? Let
Me.
me tell you something. All right, your
All right?
family got in the car. All right.
Oh.
All right,
defensive.
folks.
Wah,
All
wah,
right, we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
Share the show.
Too bad it's not this conversation 10 minutes
Give
ago.
us a like. Give us a love. If you could put us all over. Thank you again, Greg DiFilippo. Ann Rothney, Fran Gatto, Bruno Capolo, Joan Krupa-Yasha, Taz the Resident Artist, Chris Smith, DiFilippo, I love you, Bot, Fariolo, thanks guys, Debbie Broderick, thanks for listening to the show. Anybody else that
120 more, by the way.
all right.
124 more. And Mick B. from Hanover, Pennsylvania.
all right, and
New listener tonight.
Who else? Anybody else you want to say goodbye to?
No, I think you nailed it. Taz, great button tonight on Bobby and great.
I like
Great
the fracking,
picture.
got a fracking button.
He's a big fan of the fracking. Nobody bigger than Bobby Inns on the
Drill,
on
baby,
the fracking.
drill.
Thomas Palmieri, did you mention Thomas?
Thomas Palmieri, friends with Dan Romano. Hey, guys, thank you so much. We'll be back next week for probably our last show of the summer because of Cooperstown, and then the following week, I think, is Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I'm moving somebody to college.
Yeah,
at
people are
some
moving
point,
in
too,
and
so.
everything.
So wait,
else.
just
What?
before I forget.
Yes.
Oh, no, you can wrap it up, but I want to know the dates of the tournament.
Oh, I'll get you. I'll tell you everything. For the man in the back, Bobby Lucero rushing me out, doesn't know my times. It's okay. I love you because we're supposed
time
to
do we
start.
start?
We were supposed to start at 8:45 tonight. That was what I told him. We didn't start till 8:55. You know how he is. Wants to get out of here. For intern
So we're
Vinny.
past an hour and
So
a
we
half.
only got an hour and a half.
Yeah, whatever. Intern Vinny. Thank you, Vin, for everything that you did.
An
I'm
hour
glad
and
you.
35.
I'm glad you
We
came
do
on.
an hour 45.
Well, and we're popular too, but who cares? All right. For everybody on Facebook, for YouTube, and Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Roku, Spreaker, GothamGoldGraz.com, Ins41.com, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio,
Spotify.
and
Spotify.
I get Spotify.
and Apple
There's
Podcasts.
one over there.
We thank you.
So anyway, really, I just wanted to tell her. Listen, I don't dislike anybody. I really don't. I
Hard to
enjoy-
tell on that one.
Right, I don't. I
Yeah.
just dislike their position on
we,
things.
We know.
and
We
I
know.
think some people are just totally misinformed or uninformed.
I think
and,
we should start staying later because
wish
the
I
more
knew
we
what
stay
their
later,
position
our
was.
numbers go up.
Yeah, so that's why we're better off at 9:15.
Well, that's it. Just she's not coming in for a couple weeks. For Bobby Inns 41 in Zarello. For board up extraordinaire Richie Zirelli, who just got back from Turks and Caicos. For intern Vinny
Had a
and
great time.
America great for everyone. Black,
And I had some very nice
black,
transport
white,
from
Puerto
Graz for my
Rican,
family.
Dominican, don't hate each other.
intern Vinny, Bobby Lucero in the back, and tomorrow night's tea time with Teresa, who never shows up anymore. Good night. God bless. Enjoy the summer this week, and we'll see you next week. Let's go Green Dogs. Let's go Mets. And let's go Yankees. Please give us a like and,
And
give
Europeans don't hate each other.
and give us a love and vote with your head, not your heart. Right? Is that right? Or vote with your heart.
Vote
not
informed.
Vote
Vote with your head.
Yeah,
Vote
vote with your head
informed.
and not your heart.
Based on content of character, somebody once said, not by ethnicity or skin color. You vote by the content of the character.
For intern Vinny in the back, we love you. And for Bobby Lucero, thank you for allowing us to do this. Good night. God bless.
Now, we're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand, whether we have kids or pets or neither. It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio. And here's what he writes. Dear Casey, this may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere, and it'll mean a lot if you play it. Recently, there was a death in our family. He was a little dog named Snuggles, but he was most certainly a part of... Let's start again. From coming out of the record. Play the record, okay? Please. See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions, and then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but goddamn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone? Okay, I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a fucking up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication. Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week. Since last goddamn time, I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is, that's up-tempo, and I gotta talk about a fucking dog dying.